Right, ladies and gentlemen, we move on once again. So would you welcome into the red corner, Scott Morland. And would you welcome into the blue corner, Filamon. This is amateur K1, matched at 80 kilograms over 3 2-minute rounds of action. And in the red corner, he weighed in at 79.9 kilograms, represents Team Kenshiro and NFM, Scott Morland. And his opponent in the blue corner. He weighed in at 80 kilograms. He represents Southend Combat Academy, Filamon. Your referee, Dan Mavahedi.
And it's K1 time again here in the LFC, out of the red corner in Team Kenshiro Muay Thai. The very aggressive and technical Scott Morland, also by way of NFM Windsor. And LFC favorite Filamon from Southend Combat Academy there in the blue, covered up very nicely. Filamon super tough and durable, always ending up in a war here it seems. So this is matchmaking heaven, Dean.
Filamon able to utilize that superior footwork. He's in and out very quick, out of danger, turning back kick. You see there, he pulled the jab out to dictate the distance.
Scott with the probing jab there. And Filamon counters with the right kick. Beautiful footwork. I like the way that he turned and actually pivoted away and then countered with the kick. Cross to the midsection there from Morland, and a high point roundhouse kick for Filamon. Look at the way he covers. He knows that he, at this point, with a reach disadvantage, is gonna have to take one to give one. But the way Morland digs to the body, super technical. Everything that we've come to expect from NFM, and more importantly, Kenshiro, as this is a K1 fight.
Filamon digging back with those body shots. He needs to find his range here. Morland's able to fire off and probe that jab out. Big right hand over the top. Uppercut lands on its mark.
And this is very good for Filamon. He needs to interrupt the combinations, because when Morland is in balance, that guy can deliver power and precision and timing. Look at that, the knee to the right cross on the exit. He knows exactly how to get in and out and keep you on the defensive the whole time.
Morland is superior at distance management, and you'll see he'll do that. The high kick to the right hand, coupled by the left. He's just able to fire at that perfect distance where we're seeing Filamon struggling to get in. He's landing a couple of good body kicks, but he's trying to kind of gauge the distance bar. We see Morland doesn't let him do that because he's firing off shots.
The gentleman, Daniel Movahi, head referee here tonight, in charge. And it is Morland versus Filamon. Morland in the red shorts, Filamon in the brown.
Morland again working at that distance, blasting that jab out, and then the right hand comes underneath. Nice return leg kick, but return exactly the same nice knee. I love the way he's able just to fire off these techniques at perfect distance.
And that's a sign of hours on the Thai pads. You know, it's not so much your ability to kind of wing it in the fight. All of this is practice beforehand, Dean. All of this is quite literally mapped out.
Filamon still showing he's in this fight. Often, he's the type of fighter, when you hurt him, he comes back stronger, and that is dangerous because you swarm in and get caught. So Morland's gonna have to be careful in those exchanges, pick his punches, pick the time to kill.
And more importantly, keep attacking the body, keep attacking the full spectrum of targets. Targets of opportunity more often than targets that are forced.
Oh, nice left hook there by Filamon. Morland initiating the clinch, very smart, wise decision.
Stiff jab to a right cross counter from Morland. But Filamon is pushing forward, he's stalking his man down.
Filamon able to just get a bit more movement now. He's not there for every single shot that Morland is throwing. He's utilising those angles a lot better. He's got some powerful hooks, but every time Filamon sets in those hooks, Morland senses that, initiates the clinch.
This has been a better round though for Filamon, I feel. Morland on the back foot more often than not. Powerful stuff there from both men. The right hook and then the right kick to the midsection. Replied from Filamon.
You can see the welt there on the legs and the midsection of Morland from Filamon. He does have power in those kicks. I like to see him use the teep to gauge the distance and keep that optimum firing range of Morland further back. See if they can implement their own game plans, but almost certainly Morland has taken the way, but Filamon needs to implement a strike that might end this fight.
Well, how it is on the scorecards, probably fairly close. I think Morland took the first. The second was much closer. So it could be tied or it could be 2-0. But right now, a sense of urgency, I think, from both fighters is apparent.
Big body kick from Morland, and he almost certainly goes into the body again. He goes high and low, this is great. Again, look at the Filamon now. Now he's closing the distance, and he gets out when he's in danger.
And Dean, that was to avoid the counter, really, wasn't it?
Filamon now more aware of where he is in space, Chris. He's firing off those leg kicks from a distance, and again, that knee didn't land because Filamon stepped backwards.
Excellent stuff, though. I like the way that Filamon is booting that leg. Morland put a forefront, or excuse me, a step on the front foot. The weight down, that's when Filamon times that kick.
So Morland now a bit more calm and collected, a bit more precise, exactly what he needs. He needs to set up these punches and combinations. Filamon disrupting this balance that Morland seemed to have in the first round. Now Filamon covering up really well. I see him fire off some counter punches. There we go, the counter leg kick, lead leg kick on the inside. He's blocking really well, so he's covering up, he's covering his head and also his body because Morland loves to go low.
Excellent, excellent combinations. But I feel like disrupting the flow of Morland was an important part of the changes that were managed by Filamon and his team throughout this fight. Part of it is the pressure, but part of it is the timing of knowing when to fire back and knowing when to lead in the combinations.
Filamon now driving forward, looking for that KO.
And that is the end of a fantastic fight here under K1 rules. That was very much a fight that ebbed and flowed, Dean.
Ladies and gentlemen, 3 superb rounds of K1 action, please. Let's hear it for both fighters in the cage. And they have taken us to a split decision in favor of the blue corner, Caitlin Filamon.